Hi, Jordan. It's so nice to have you on the show. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine as well. And like I said earlier, thank you for honoring the invite. It means a whole lot. Okay, Jordan, I am so excited to have you on the show for a couple of reasons. And firstly is my interest in knowledge seeking. I believe that
Love it.
in order to get in order to get unstuck in any bad circumstance or circumstances, one needs to seek knowledge, information. So secondly, my audience, I believe that there are some things that Jordan, that some of my audience needs to hear you say this stuff, I mean directly from your mouth, in order to experience transformation. I firmly believe that. And thirdly, that is me, I myself. I believe that I'm definitely going to learn one or two things from your story, your insight, your experiences. So for that reason, Jordan, I want us to get started with your introduction, your journey, how the journey has been so far, the challenges that you faced, and how you overcame them. Then afterwards, I've gotten some beautiful questions for you. Okay, Jordan, over to you.
Awesome. Appreciate you, brother. So my name's Jordan Turbyfill. I live out here in Austin, Texas. I'm currently a flooring contractor, operating a seven-figure flooring business. I also train mindset, fitness, and nutrition to anybody who's interested in joining. I do that all remotely. Um, And then also, I sell sports memorabilia on eBay, and just trying to, really navigate all the different streams of income that I can possibly, find some enjoyment in. But the main thing for me is, I grew up in, I wouldn't say the worst circumstance, but there's many times where things were just very extreme, and I think a lot of things that I saw as a kid caused a lot of internal pain that I didn't fully understand until I was a little bit older, and even then it still affected me in negative ways. And the best way that I found to kind of combat those type of thoughts and feelings is you got to understand in life, in business, in relationships, in raising pets, raising kids. There's always going to be difficult times that cause you deep internal thinking. And if you just stay in the thought process and you never put action into your thought, then I mean, you're going to just live in the pain. And what I feel like everyone needs to really do is start living in the action, start living in today, and really start putting in the action behind everything you think and feel. And when you start doing a strict daily routine, you start stacking those wins and building confidence within yourself. And once you can build up enough confidence within yourself, you really start to change everything externally. So instead of looking at, oh man, this guy that I'm working with isn't doing exactly what I'm saying, instead of yelling and screaming at that person for not, following exact orders, it's better to look internally and see how you can grow yourself into the person that that guy is going to listen to. And when you do that, you find so much peace. Um, People start to just really gravitate towards you from what I've experienced. And, it makes business better. It makes your relationships with, your significant other better. It makes your relationship with your kids better because, when you build that person that everyone looks to, you don't have to scream. You don't even have to have those arguments. They just start, really listening to you without you even having to say anything. Um, so that's really been where I've been trying to push a lot of people, especially, in construction. There's a lot of old people or older people who've been in the industry for 20 plus years who um, really focus on work, but never really focused on taking care of themselves. So their body's lacking, they're overweight. A lot of times they focus so much on work that their personal relationships suffer extremely, and that's when all that stuff kind of comes into effect. You got to start waking up early, 5 a.m. Join the 5 a.m. club. Take those 3 hours to yourself to go to the gym, get your workouts in, really elevate your frequency, and then give that back to the people around you that you interact with on a daily basis, and watch how much they grow from feeding off of your high energy instead of kind of going into it with like a low energy and really just bringing others down. That's just the worst way to go about it. So
Hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. That was a great insight. You actually mentioned a very important word. That part where you mentioned action, that
yes.
you have to take action. That's a very important one.
Yeah,
And
100%.
when you, yeah, yeah, and when you have someone do something or they do not do it, you don't have to yell at them. You just have to build yourself up to that level, that behavior where you wouldn't. Even have to say a word. I
Yep.
got that part too. Okay, man. Shall we get started with the questions? Okay. Can you tell us a bit about your upbringing?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was younger, um, my parents got divorced at a really young age. I grew up with three older siblings. My dad is ex-Marine Corps recon for 8 years, so everything was very strict with him. And then, my mom, she was basically a crack addict, meth addict, an alcoholic, all the worst things, and she um, she was very absent, and caused me and my three older siblings a lot of pain, because she would cut her arms and occasionally cut them to the point where it was clear to us that she was attempting to kill herself. Um, and a lot of times she would do that when nobody was home and it was, just me and, one of my other siblings, or just me and my older siblings. And we had to tourniquet her arm before and call 911. And this is when I was like 8 years old. Um, and you kind of grow up quick in those type of like situations, and also for the longest time, um I could see that image over and over and over and over again, and like whenever something was difficult for me later on in life, I would kind of replay that image back in my head to like fuel myself to kind of fight through it. Like, dude, you've seen this, like what you're going through is nothing, you know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff that I've seen that's caused me great pain, I mean, I feel like now it kind of gave me like a photographic memory. Like I can picture everything exactly how it was in those dark memories, and um, a lot of that has become strengths of mine, being able to have photographic memory in my work and in my business. It's helped me tremendously with like design and stuff like that. Um, but it's also helped me to just have fuel to just push myself through any difficult time. And really for the longest time, I thought my pain and my upbringing was like a downside. I thought that was something where other people were better than me because they didn't have to go through that type of stuff. But really, I think God picks people specifically to mold them into stronger people to help other people. And what I've found is a lot of my purpose now is to help others and show others like you can't just sit in the pain. The pain is fuel for you to become better. So use that pain and just push through to the next level. And there may be more pain on that next level, but you'll get to there. And once you get to it, you're going to have the tools to kind of overcome that pain as well. And yeah, I hope people that hear this message just know that no matter what you've seen, no matter what anybody has caused, no matter what pain anybody has ever caused you, it's worth it to look internally and fix that pain so that you can give your purpose to other people.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I love that. That was a great one. Okay, we have two more questions to go. All right, so can you talk to us about how you um, developed a positive daily routine? Can you talk to us about that?
Absolutely. So basically, the positive daily routine is like stacking wins, uh, and just little small wins. And you have to think like people aren't people aren't born confident. You create the confidence within yourself. You see those multimillionaires driving around in their super fancy cars. They didn't get there by having no confidence. They got there by exuding massive amounts of confidence to where people saw them as the ones that fit in that role. So to build your daily confidence, and long term confidence, it starts daily, and it starts by waking up at 5 a.m. or earlier. But making sure you hit that wake up. That first wake up is what kills a lot of people. And what happens is a lot of people, they sleep in or they're late, and for most people, whenever they're late, they immediately go into like low frequency and they start taking it out on other people. So if you can stack that first win, the next thing is like getting protein into your body, right? Because all night your muscles are basically deteriorating, eating themselves, all the nutrients, your body's eating all the nutrients, right? So you get the protein into your body first thing, and then you get into burpees or a quick workout, push-ups, something to really get the blood flowing throughout your entire body. And now you're already feeling great, you're looking great, your confidence is boosted, you're in a higher frequency. And then what I do from there is I'll kind of journal down my thoughts and feelings for the day. And that way I'm not just living up in my own head. I'm getting everything out of my body, out of my flesh and onto paper to where it's like you're not just sitting in your head. A lot of people just sit in their thoughts and play things over, and they'll start going down like negative paths. Whenever you start going down like negative paths in your head, you got to like train yourself to stop that path and turn it to positivity. So you're not just destroying your frequency and going super low. Um, and that's majority of it. Those couple things will just really boost your frequency and allow you to give more to other people. Um, a lot of times too, I'll hit my early, like I'll do the burpees and then I'll go do a workout in the gym. Um, and then proceed to go to my business and start checking out projects and stuff like that. But once I'm on the job sites and stuff like that, my frequency is always so high that even in construction, there's always issues. There's always something that doesn't go as planned. So it's really helpful in that environment to have an extremely high frequency because whenever the crap hits the fan, you're the one who everyone looks to because everyone else is dropping into that low frequency, and you're able to just quickly think through and find a solution instead of like looking to like point fingers and be like, oh no, that's the problem, you know. So
Amazing. I got that. I got that. And thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you.
absolutely.
Okay, Jordan. Um, so to bring this to an end, what would you like to leave the audience with? Like a final thought. And to those ones that would like to reach out to you, learn more about what you do, how can that be possible?
100%. So the main thing that I would say is we have to instill our own worth. You can't go through life expecting somebody to uh, put a worth or a value on you. You have to instill your own worth within yourself through the work. So be willing today to put in more work than you've ever put in. And then remember, if you're blessed with another day tomorrow, your wins from yesterday aren't your wins today. So double down and put in even more work tomorrow. Um, and you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is one.contract.flooring. And if anyone is interested in joining my mindset, fitness, and nutrition program, just shoot me a DM. I'd love to have you on the program and help you get the same results that I've been able to achieve, and just help you guys get to the next level. So
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. So that's going to be the end of the show, Jordan. Thank you for coming and thank you for, blessing us with this amazing insight. Thank you so very much, man.
absolutely. Hey, thanks so much for having me on. Appreciate you a ton.